Today we hope to give you some great vacation ideas, so like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments if there's something that should have made this list. Top 10 things to do in Amsterdam.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are diving into one of Europe's most stunning and risque cities, Amsterdam. Whether you're into history, culture, food, or maybe even a little light debauchery, this city's got a little something for everyone. Warning, my favorite thing about the Netherlands is not pronouncing the words. So let's get started with our list of the top 10 things to do in Amsterdam. One of the most unique characteristics of Amsterdam is its famous canal system, and exploring them is a treat you cannot miss. Did you write that down? Put it in your notes. I mean it. You can explore them however you want to. You can take a leisurely stroll along the canals, hop on a boat tour, or even rent a paddle boat and get a little exercise. Don't forget your camera because the views are truly breathtaking. If you're on a pedal boat though, make sure the camera's strapped to your wrist or something because if you drop it, you're not getting it back. Like, it's all really pretty, but the water is super gross, so do not drop your stuff. Now, the canals were originally used for transportation and trade, but today they're used mostly for recreation and again, those spectacular views. And they are always busy. Between boat tours, private boats, and even houseboats, you're sure to have a lot to watch. Just don't watch the houseboats a little too closely because, let's be honest, it's a little creepy, and just don't be that guy. Next up, a visit to the Anne Frank house. This museum is dedicated to preserving the memory of Anne Frank, a Jewish girl who hid with her family and others during the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. Your visit to the Anne Frank house lets you see inside the life of Anne Frank and her family during the war. Learn about the secret annex where they hid from Nazi persecution. You can walk into the concealed rooms behind the movable bookcase where the occupants had to live in constant fear of discovery. Anne's diary left an incomparable effect on the world. Visiting the Anne Frank house allows visitors to put themselves in Anne's shoes. The experience is emotional and disturbing. It's a sobering yet essential experience. And that's why I'm telling you to go there before the red light district. Unfortunately, it seems necessary in this day and age to have to say this, but Nazis are bad. This is a small part of the evidence. Next up, head over to check out the Van Gogh Museum. So if you are an art enthusiast, listen up, because the Van Gogh Museum is home to the largest collection of art by Vincent van Gogh. Do they have his ear? Probably not. Yes, if you don't know, Vincent van Gogh is the artist that cut off his ear. The whole thing. He didn't start and say, "This really friggin' hurts," and give up. No, he persevered and cut off the whole thing. And that is the perseverance and dedication you will see in his other works, like his iconic self-portraits, which, by the way, only seem to show one ear or a bandage, to his vibrant landscapes. You will be mesmerized by the sheer brilliance of his creations. Be sure to set aside a few hours to fully immerse yourself in his art. Now, this is just a side note, but if you get the opportunity to go to a Van Gogh immersive experience, you should definitely do that. Van Gogh also reminds you that taking care of your mental health is of the utmost importance. If you need help in the US, dial 988, and that is just an important public service message. Now it's time to talk about some food. I don't know about you, but I love to try different foods that I might never experience it at home. So for our next option, let's indulge in some Dutch cuisine. Now here are a few foods that are very Dutch. Like, even though the Dutch apple pie I can get right here at home. There's the stamppot. Now this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but if you like veggies and sauerkraut, you might enjoy the stamppot. It's a Dutch comfort food with mashed potatoes mixed with veggies like kale, carrots, sauerkraut, and it's usually served with sausage or bacon and topped with gravy, which sounds amazing to me. Next, we have pofurgies, and they're small fluffy pancakes made from yeast batter that's cooked in a special cast iron pan with shallow indentations. They're served hot with powdered sugar and butter. Perfect for when you want cake for breakfast, but you can't seem to get yourself to order cake for breakfast. Now, my next food here might seem a little weird, but it is a pannenkoeken. Now, I know we just talked about a pancake, but this is a very different kind of pancake. So the last ones were small, fluffy little cakes, and this one is a larger and thinner. So the other one was thicker and smaller than an American pancake. These ones are larger and thinner than the American pancakes, and they can be either sweet or savory. So for instance, you could get them with like apple and some syrup and powdered sugar, or you could get a savory version with bacon, cheese, or ham. The type of pannenkoeken creates a completely different experience. Now the next one, I don't even want to try to pronounce it. I've said before at the beginning, my Dutch pronunciation is terrible, but it's a Dutch pea soup. And it is as thick as it is hearty. And it's typically made from green split peas, veggies, and ham. And it is just such a yummy soup that even American children will hate it. They'll hate it. But I love it. It is just such a yummy, delicious soup. So if you are into that kind of thing, you should definitely give it a try. Now, the last two, I hate to put on this list because they're very common in the United States. I'm from the States. But it's also very Dutch. And if you actually go to the Netherlands, you're going to see these and you're going to want to get some. So here we go. Dutch apple pie. It has a buttery crust, sweet apple pie filling, and a crunchy cinnamon sugar topping, which is my favorite way to eat apple pie. And the last on the list is cheese. So yes, we have lots of cheese, too much cheese. But when we were in Edam, we ate and purchased a ton of Edam cheese, and it was amazing. That alone might be worth the trip to the Netherlands if you couldn't get it in a local specialty cheese shop, which you can. However, that being said, if you were in the Netherlands, eat some cheese. Edam cheese is amazing. Now moving on, let's check out some art and art history at the Rijksmuseum. This museum houses an extensive collection of Dutch art and history spanning over 800 years. Here you're going to find Rembrandts, Vermeers, and Frans Hals. Famous paintings such as Vermeer's The Milkmaid and Rembrandt's The Night Watch will be found here, along with sculptures and historical artifacts. Even the building itself is art. After its renovation that was completed in 2013, the building is now a state-of-the-art facility that blends heritage and innovation. Another interesting place to visit is the Jordaan District. The Jordaan District has a rich history going back to the 17th century. It was built to accommodate the working class and immigrants during Amsterdam's golden age. The architecture is amazing and draws you into this beautiful scenic district. The Jordaan District is intersected by a network of canals lined with trees for beautiful and atmospheric, tranquil space for a stroll or a boat ride. Overall, the Jordaan District offers a delightful blend of history, culture, and creativity, making it a must-visit destination for anyone exploring Amsterdam. Whether you're wandering its charming streets, browsing its boutiques, or simply soaking up the atmosphere at a local cafe, the Jordaan is sure to capture your heart and a significant amount of your money. So you may not know this, but Amsterdam is the cycling capital of the world. So while you're there, you might as well take a bike ride, because it is the perfect place for it. The city has dedicated bike lanes, a flat terrain, which makes it the perfect method for seeing the city at your own pace. Now, visitors have numerous options for rental shops throughout the city, All roads provide cyclists the right-of-way, making it very easy to get around on two wheels. And all of the places we've mentioned can be reached on bike. You can even take guided tours on the bikes led by knowledgeable guides. Just make sure you cycle safely. Stay in the bike lanes, signal your intentions to other cyclists in traffic, and please yield to pedestrians at intersections and crosswalks. And while you're out there cycling, why not ride on over to the Rembrandt House Museum? The Rembrandt House Museum, located in Amsterdam, Netherlands, is a historic house museum dedicated to the life and work of the renowned Dutch artist Rembrandt. What a coincidence! Rembrandt's art is in the Rembrandt House Museum? Who thinks of these amazing ideas? This museum is the heart of Amsterdam's historic center, and it's the home that Rembrandt himself worked and lived for almost 20 years. The museum has an extensive collection of his works, and visitors can see the creative process and techniques, as well as learning about the career and life of Rembrandt. If too much city is wearing you down, head to Vondelpark, the largest park in Amsterdam. The park has about 120 acres of playgrounds, soccer fields, tennis, and a skate park. There are cafes and restaurants for hungry visitors. And throughout the year, the park hosts cultural events like open-air concerts, theater and dance productions, as well as art exhibitions. I wonder if they even have an artistic theatrical dance. If you scrunch them all into one, that would be fun. So go out there and have a picnic or go for a jog. Relax and do some of that people watching. The normal people watching again, not the creepy kind, and no following people. Not again, Bob. Not again. This park is the perfect place to relax and unwind. And you know what they say? More relaxation means less therapy. I know. All this talking about Amsterdam, and I know what you guys are really waiting for. Amsterdam's nightlife. Now, as we all know, Amsterdam has much to offer, from pubs to clubs to the great Asian pastime of karaoke. Yeah, that was a little bit of a Ted Lasso joke. But Amsterdam does obviously have a vibrant nightlife. From cozy brown cafes to trendy cocktail bars and vibrant nightclubs, there is something for everyone here. Soak up the lively atmosphere, mingle with locals, dance the night away. Amsterdam truly comes alive after dark. And there you have it, our list of the top 10 things to do in Amsterdam. Whether you're a history buff, an art enthusiast, a foodie, or simply looking to soak up the city's unique atmosphere, Amsterdam has something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Start planning your next adventure to this incredible city today.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified of new uploads. And while you're here, check out some of our other videos. If you know of something that should have made our list or a hidden gem we missed, please let us know in the comments.